Hello everyone and welcome to Blossoms of Eternity. Apparently a horror visual novel, I don't know. JB Games presents. Miyu Senpai presents. Okay. I truly hope that you read my very last words to you. I have to bring this to an end. There's no other way. Forgive me, Kuro. I have to end this nightmare. Oh, she's cute. Kuro. A strong thunderstorm developed the night before the festival. Lightning flashes through the dark and gloomy sky. In the middle of the rain, Miyu could be seen walking towards the festival grounds with the great tree of eternity. Her shoes sank into the mud while hail was drumming against the plastic flowers along the way. The once big cherry tree that was known for its eternal bloom was only a shadow of itself after its blossoms fell off. Her fingernails dug into the bark until her hand was covered in resin. Damn it. This is all your fault. Just all of it. Miyu starts to tear up as her tears mix with the wake-up that she put on this morning. That it came that far, I just can't believe it. Trying to wipe away her tears in vain, Miyu was suddenly overwhelmed by a deep sadness. She was shaking as she tried to suppress her sobbing. The adrenaline rush that she could feel through her wild rage turned into an extreme and severe pain. She took a deep breath to gain back control of herself, trying to suppress her tears. The air smells of tar and a hint of sodden earth. Have you achieved what you wanted? Are you finally satisfied? It went exactly how you planned to begin with, hasn't it? Miyu was filled with rage, with a face where you can be happy that she isn't mad at you. The town festival was supposed to start here after sunrise, but due to the accident it was cancelled. Even the teardown hasn't been finished due to the storm. You damned. She slams her fist against the tree lung, which makes the bark splinter. Miyu's normally warm and friendly voice suddenly broke like rotten wood. Come out of this stupid tree. Hey! Can you hear me? You haven't only taken all of my dreams and hopes. No, you also took my time. Show yourself finally. Desperately, she yells at the tree in which she suspects someone. But the loud rain on her head drowns her yelling. And after her tantrum, there's not even an echo left of her voice. Just why? Why did you promise me back then? Why? You gave me the motivation that I can do anything. Why did you give me this chance? I will find you. Now you get everything back. You're watching me, aren't you? Somewhere in the shadows, you are hiding, with that disgusting grin on your face. Come here and show yourself. Serafina. Suddenly, Miyu falls onto the floor, just like as if a demon took over her body for a second. She sinks into her knees, while her hands are buried in moldy cherry blossoms that cover the floor. Unexpectedly, everything gets silent. The rain stopped, and even the wind calmed down. Suspended between two heartbeats, the time freezes. Even the falling leaves froze. Huh? The laughing starts starts to sound, oh my god. The laughing starts to surround her, as if not only the tree, but the whole park was mocking Mew. Oh shit, it looks like the tree caught fire. Blossoms of Eternity demo. That's made a screenshot for the thumbnail. Mew and Aihara. 8 AM.
Baka.
5 more minutes. Only 5 more minutes. Oh god, now I actually got a yawn. I wonder why the pillow feels 10 times more comfortable every morning. Yeah, I feel that. What an annoying alarm. I should give it a name. Maybe Siren from Hell works. Just every morning my phone alarm wakes me up. Oh, I know that, and when it wakes you up, it sounds so awful every time. You just hate it. You just get angry when you hear it. I get reminded that I have to get up to not be late for school. Well, for me it's work. How does it go again? Habit trumps willpower? Every morning when I get up and out of my comfortable bed, my first look goes into the bathroom. There she is again, this ghost-like version of me in the mirror, and I don't know what to think of it. After I got ready, it was time to put on my school uniform and head out. I wonder why this fabric has to wrinkle so quick. It's almost like out of paper. I have to confess that I have a big me problem. That's a bit uncomfortable right now. Maybe I should just... Never mind. You would laugh. School starts every day at 8:30 AM. So far so good. I live nearby and only need 20 minutes to school by foot. You probably ask yourself, what exactly is my problem, right? Any ideas? No? I make it easier for you. I just let you choose. It's really not that hard. What do you think is my problem? Late every day. I don't get up until 8 AM. I just stay at home. I don't get up until 8 AM. If that was the right answer, as I examine the one tiles in the bathroom, my finger drums nervously against my toothbrush. Yes. Exactly 30 minutes go by from me getting up until I sit down in class. The toothpaste traces on the sink are due to my bad time management. That's crazy, isn't it? My comb rushes through my hair like a Formula 1 car around the corner. Efficiency takes precedence over elegance. For me it's important to look neat, because I want to leave a good impression. It takes me a maximum of 8 minutes, which is more than enough. The last 2 minutes are spent on putting on my school uniform and heading out. When I storm out of the apartment, my tie looks like a choked worm on my shoulder. Yes, that means no breakfast at home, but since our school has a cafeteria, everything's fine. The main problem is my enormous time pressure. I tend to run into my bicycle in front of the door. I haven't used it in months. Of course, I thought about just waking up earlier, but that doesn't work too well. The snooze button shines like the free spins on a casino slot machine for the desperate. In the mornings, my eyes are completely sluggish and unusable. If I don't get enough sleep, I feel like a zombie. That's all very relatable. This problem can only be fought with a lot of endurance and perseverance. My wall calendar stares at me. The new start entires are fading since February. Is that entries? Or entires? I don't know. I'm not good in English. But I am not strong enough just yet. I wasn't able to keep up with the schedule for more than 2 days. Anyways, my name is Kobayashi Kuro. There's not much to say about me, beside the fact that these two girls have been bothering me recently. Not that I'd want that, but they are both unusually nice to me. I don't know how to deal with it just yet. I just moved here last month, but I lived here before, when I was 3 years old. That technically means I moved back to my hometown that I can't even remember. This month just flew by. Normally this town feels so slow and boring. It's time to head out to school. I don't want to be late. Being late wouldn't end well.
Yatta!
Yo, cool. As I turned, I saw Miyo with a bright smile walking towards me. She's like sunbeam on a cloudy morning.
Ohayo.
Oh, she looks so cute. So adorable. I wish you a wonderful good morning. I wish you a good morning. I have barely reached the school when I am surprised by a loud good morning from behind me. Tell me, Kuro. When I hear her curious voice, I feel how my heart does a small jump. Why do you look like you just got out of bed?
Oh.
I have no idea. I can hear that you're lying. Embarrassed, I scratch the back of my head and avoid her gaze, internally fighting not to blush. Let me guess, you woke up 20 minutes ago, right? She caught me. She has immediately seen through me. It scares me a bit. You have to go to bed earlier, so you are not so tired in the morning. While I'm thinking about my late night gaming session, I just nod. Oh my god, this character is so relatable! Everything fits! I always game until late at night, and then I have not much sleep, and then I'm tired, and I wake up like only... When I wake up, I have only like 15 minutes to get ready and then go to work. Always the same. When you are gaming until 3 a.m., yes. It's no wonder. It's all about you and your attitude. This actually only makes you more tired when your body suddenly has to switch from rest to action mode. Okay, I did get up a bit late, but I am fine. However, someone that sleeps right after school isn't better though. I have a sleeping sickness, so leave me be. I see. What's it called? Hypersomnia? Is it that? It's like a mental sleeping sickness, like a sleeping addiction. I get tired super fast, which is really uncomfortable. Yeah. The only thing that helps besides sleeping is caffeine. It's okay, I'm just messing around. I try to lighten the mood while I get her to complain about her tiredness as she is holding a coffee.
Oi.
Don't get so upset. Now there's a moment of silence, and I feel as the air gets thicker between us. Looks like I annoyed her by accident. I don't quite understand. Kuro? Her insecure voice lets me listen up, and I feel as my heart starts to beat faster. Have you eaten the bento that I gave to you after school yesterday? Eh? I feel a shiver of panic when I realize that I forgot the bento. Shit, it's still in the fridge because I didn't have time to eat it yesterday or this morning. saying something that would probably make her happy or be honest. I like to be honest. Sadly, I didn't have any time to eat it. Oh man. A look of disappointment flits across her face as she processes the weight of my words. Did you at least take it with you?
So yeah.
No, since I wanted to eat in the cafeteria. When I stuttered an excuse, I felt a lump starting building up in my throat. Oh. Suddenly the silence between us gets heavy, as I notice the disappointment in her eyes.
そうね。
At least you were honest. Please make sure to eat it before it gets bad. Her penetrating gaze makes me feel like I'm really important to her.
そうだな。
Yes, I will definitely remember when I get home. As I think about enjoying the bento she made for me, I start to smile. This is Sakiko Mio. She's around the same age as me, and we are in the same class. A quiet snoring comes through her lightly open lips, while she dozes while standing. She's a very nice girl, but also an absolute sleepyhead. It's hard to reach her after school, since she goes to bed as soon as she gets home. Suddenly, her shoulders slump forward as if she was about to lose her balance. Late at night, she wakes up and asks, "Would you be up to go somewhere?" And I say no. Her eyelashes flutter like butterfly wings as she fights against the gravity of her eyelids. It can't be that she doesn't go to bed at normal times. She always has to lie down after school ends at 3 p.m. Sometimes I catch her falling asleep. A book slides out of her hand and slams onto the floor, which tears her out of the trance for 2 seconds. But I digress. She is something like an internet star. The word VTubing describes when a person decides to stream, showing an avatar instead of their own faces. Yeah, I know about that. Especially because a streamer you can't get a picture of hasn't had a chance to become relevant for 15 years. At least you can protect your privacy like that, as long as you live in a country with decent privacy laws. Her nails are painted in a soft rosé tone, just like the ones of her avatar. VTubers use an avatar with face tracking. It could be 3D models of animals or something like a 2D girl from an anime. I don't really need to say it, but Miyu's avatar is definitely not a noseless gorilla. She is a succubus cat girl, according to her, but I just see a drawn figure. While Miyu is half asleep, checking her notifications, her background pops up with a Miyu senpai on the screen. The sound of the school bell booms down from the 3rd floor. Miyu looks at me while she slowly turns towards the school. Then she starts to speed up her walking. She signalized me to follow her if I don't want to be late to class. I like the clock. All the flowers everywhere, that's really cute. As we stomp up the stairs, we process to accelerate. We just made it through the staircase onto the upper floor as suddenly someone gets in our way. So far, even with the beginning it was a bit dramatical. It doesn't seem like a horror game, although I think a Steam tag was saying horror. I don't know, it just seems like a regular visual novel with some dramatic story twists later on. It's a girl with long brown hair. She is very extravagant styled. The smell of expensive perfume mixes with the smell of chalk that comes out of a classroom where someone is cleaning the chalkboard. She has blonde streaks. One side is tied into a braid and she has emerald green eyes. As she crosses her arms in front of her chest, her shoes clack rhythmically on the linoleum floor. Admittedly, the greatest talent is to conjure up catastrophes.
ダメ?
Aihara. You are late. Kuro, come on. She's making you be late to class. What? She's making you be late to class? Okay. Just like a pistol from the 18th century, she points her pointer finger at Miyu's face. I see. Excuse me? Are you serious? Miyu's coffee cup sways dangerously when they suddenly stop. But that's nonsense, Aihara. My school bag slides off my arm and hits the floor with a dull sound.
待ちなさい!
How can it be nonsense if class starts in 1 minute? No offense, Aihara, but shouldn't you be in class right now as well then? You claimed that I would be stopping Kuro, but it's you that is stopping us here. The echo of the empty hallway strengthens Miyu's delicate voice.
の...
Huh? That is something completely different. The girl with the strong temperament is Sakura no Aihara. We are all in the same class. Which sometimes isn't for the best. She can't stand Miyu. You notice that a lot, and sometimes it's very exhausting. Aihara has a very sharp eye and pays a lot of attention to details. When she takes a closer look at you, it feels like you don't have any privacy, even if this sounds a bit exaggerated. She is a calm and honest side, but she only shows that when Miyu isn't around. Personally, I don't know what to think about her. Maybe that will change in the future. I'm so sorry, but the next scene, the next 7 minutes are probably without sound. I'm not sure. We're gonna see. Sorry. I forgot to change the setting. Here I am, back from a little break. What she is right about is that you will no longer be able to do it yourself. My eyes wander to the wall clock in the chemistry room. The second indicator is turning its rounds. Maybe you don't know, but there are specific obligations at the school. Yeah, You may not take them too serious, but I do. My duty lies within checking the hallways for students in the morning that have to get to class. Not so class. There are some spelling mistakes in the English version. That means that I have every right to stand here and warn the two of you. That might be, but we're not even late yet. But we are not even late yet. You're acting like we're super late. I agree, but if you wouldn't stop us right now, we would make it to class on time. Then let's go. The later it gets, the worse it gets. Her skirt swirls as she spins on her heel like on a military parade. Us, the non-harmonic trio, on our way to class. Fortunately, we made into our seats just in time. As the teacher pulls out the attendance list at the same time as the bell rings, the classroom door slams against the wall. Another strong morning. The teacher starts the class. You can't be serious. Miyu really just fell asleep at the desk. Shh! Wake up! I try to be as silent as possible so that the teacher doesn't notice me. I remember exactly how Miyu got caught last time falling asleep in class. Her punishment was to clean the classroom after class. Please, Miyu. Do you want to clean the classroom again? Is something wrong? Oh, sorry. Looks like I fell asleep once again. Why don't you go to a doctor about this? If you get proof of your sleeping sickness, you'd be able to just rest your head on a desk all day. Sadly, this doesn't work. I'm not able to get this certified. How come? You know what's funny? I think this is like when I played Back Home for Christmas. I'm thinking this is a horror game. I thought this was a horror game, but it's not, and I just caught off guard. Like, when I played... Playing Back Home for Christmas was so funny. I was expecting the worst every time, but it was just a cute game about a little penguin going home. I love this. I should install more games that I don't know what it is and expect them to be horror games. Just to be wrong. How come? They would examine you and find out what's wrong. No, I'm alright. I don't need a doctor. I visited a lot of doctors, but none of them was able to confirm my sleeping sickness. Are those doctors blind? All the doctors told me that I don't have a sickness, but nobody knows what's wrong with me. An obvious sleeping sickness that is not due to illness? What else could it be? I have no idea. It's just like something is draining all my energy. Kuro looks at Mio worried, while she stares at the desk, lost in thoughts. Mio, you seem different lately. Are you okay? It's just that sometimes I feel like I live in a dream. It's just as if the time freezes around me while I continue to walk. A dream? What do you mean? I can't really explain it. It's like I'm not myself sometimes. And then there's this one person that is very similar to me, but I can't reach them. Different person? Who is it? I can't tell you. It's complicated. It feels like I've known them for a while, but at the same time we're strangers. That sounds confusing. Maybe you should speak with someone about this. I tried, but nobody really understood. It's like I'm stuck in a labyrinth, where every exit leads back to them. That sounds really tough. I'm always here if you want to talk. Thanks, cool. I gotta say, not only do I like the cute character models, the environment looks nice, the backgrounds, the music is very relaxing and visual notes. And what I really like are the little animations, like the cherry blossoms floating by the window sometimes, and stuff like that. Thanks, Kuro. It means a lot to me that you're listening. But I have to find out by myself. It's my own adventure. I understand, but don't forget, you're not alone. If you ever need help, I'm here for you. I know, I really appreciate your support. Kuro nods and smiles at Miyu. The class continues while their thoughts are lost in time and identity. Ayara, who sits in the front, gives us a sharp look. Would this look be a knife, we'd be already beheaded. Is it a horror game? No, I don't know. I don't think so. I hope that Miyu and Ayara won't fight later. I'm not in the mood for that. After class is over, it's time to eat breakfast. All the hustle in the morning made me hungry. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just as I entered the cafeteria, I saw her. She stood there as if she was waiting for someone. But deep within me I knew that it was more than just a fleeting impression. She actually was waiting for someone.
Domo?
Hey, cool. The katsu sandals are already all gone. I was only able to get the sandwiches with ham and egg. I hope that is okay.
Oh.
Of course, no problem at all. Come, let us eat together. I can feel how the atmosphere slowly brightens.
Ah,
Oh yeah, that sounds good, thank you. I never told anyone that I actually get in the cafeteria, but Aihara seems to know more about me than I thought. Normally I prefer eating in the classroom, but today it's nice to eat together in the cafeteria. As we're about to sit down, Aihara suddenly gives me a skeptical look. Is something wrong? What did you do with the cat this morning? I feel the tension rising at the table.
ブーンだ
You two aren't. Now calm down. We met in front of the school entrance and walked in together.
まあ
You really talked to each other for a long time.
あ
You watched us?
その
Well,
おい、
you watched us and that's why you stopped us in the hallway. It's not like that. You know, I'm on corridor guard duty. While she was talking herself into trouble, Aihara defended herself. She breached her duty just to watch us, and now she's trying to talk her way out of it.
あ
It doesn't matter. I just wonder why it's so important to you to know what I'm doing with Miyu. We're just friends.
むむ
She's not what she claims to be. I've known her longer than you. A year ago, on her first day here, she directly gave me a derogatory look. Derogatory look? I don't know that word. In the beginning, she kept ignoring me, even when I tried to become friends with her. Only when you came did she say that it was so difficult to talk to me. And the worst thing is that she interferes in my hobby. It wasn't a problem in the beginning for me. But over a short time it got worse. Taking a big bite of her sandwich, Aihara swallowed her anger. Apparently the hostility between Aihara and Miyu started a while before I arrived here. But I think that everyone has their reasons and that it's not always easy to accept that. If they would ever rationally talk to each other, I'm sure it would work. She also calls Miyu the cat. She seems to be saying this to make fun of her cat ears. She ignored you. Have you ever tried talking to her? Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. Aihara shakes her head. Her expression shows me that it isn't that easy for her.
は
I have tried before, but if she doesn't like it, she can lump it. Seems like you can't force it. The school bell rings for the next lesson. The two of them finish eating and head back to class.
あの
Kuro?
どうした
What's wrong?
うーんと
Please be careful when you're around the cat. I don't think that she's as bad as you say. Please calm down.
ダメ
On here is... What? The scent on her is... It's missing an R. On her is the scent of the witch.
やめろ。
What witch? More important, how does a witch even smell? I can tell from Aihara's eyes that she doesn't like me spending time with Miyu. But I can understand her reaction somehow. Without answering my question, she turns towards... is missing a D. Towards the classroom and doesn't say another word. I just hope that it won't escalate. I wonder if there's ever gonna be a solution for this tension between the three of us. Uh, 15 Uhr. That's not English. Finally, school is over and I'm on my way home. Aihara said goodbye to me at school, because she was involved in club activities. Miyu waved me goodbye at the school gate. Her path led in a different direction. Her hair blew in the wind while she turned around and left with quick steps, as if she were in a hurry to get back into the land of dreams. The sun is high in the sky, and its cold light bathes the streets in a beautiful spring ambience. The air is filled with quiet humming of the city. But there's one thing. I feel so cold. My chest narrows and I feel like I can't breathe. Temperatures today are around 20 degrees Celsius in the shade. Why am I still so cold? And the feeling like someone is watching me. I have to get home as fast as possible. Ouch! That really hurts. It bursts through my whole head. Did it just start to rain out of nowhere? I can feel that something is wrong. Like someone being really close to me right now. In the mortal world, there are few as interesting as you. You are the perfect toy for my boredom. We will meet again, Kobayashi-Kuro, when the time has come. I hear an unknown voice. It sounds mocking and makes fun of me. Maybe this is a horror game. This voice, it sounded like it was whispered into my ear. What scares me the most is, I believe that voice. Something tells me that it's telling the truth. What was that? Who was that? Who said that? I look around and nobody is to be seen. Good, because my head is buzzing like hell. I must have imagined that. Huh? Has the rain stopped already? The temperature rises up higher again, just as fast as it fell earlier. I finally reached my door and I was ready to enter. I want to know now, was the rain imagination? Did it actually rain? That could have been proven easily, but it's avoided by the developer. It would be interesting if the character would mention the floor is dry, which wouldn't be possible if it actually rained. Something like that would be nice. The door is a sign of relaxation after such a long day, but something felt off. I'm getting into this more and more. I like the tension and the suspension that is building up. Huh? When I was looking onto the floor, my heartbeat accelerated. What are my eyes seeing? Why the hell? Why is here? Why are there random shoes here? The shoes are small, almost delicate. And for sure not mine. Did Miyu break into my house? Maybe? I feel a cold shiver down the spine. Oh no. Tell me this isn't real. The door to my room is open, and that is definitely not a good sign. As I get closer to the door, I can feel my heart pounding even stronger. I close the door whenever I leave. That's a fixed habit of mine. It's unstoppable. Please delete my browser history before I leave this world behind. Nice. When I open the door, the naked horror lies before me on my bed, a nightmare that lies like a shadow over my youth. I collect my emotions because every word must be thought about wisely. What are you doing here? Just as if it were the most casual thing in the world, I see Sylvie, my little sister, lying there on my bed. Oh, okay. Suddenly, the horror left. Okay, he's cute. That's a cute design as well. I like that. He looks adorable. Eh? What do you mean? Her look seems so innocent, as if she hadn't just walked into my life unwelcome. Why did you break into my apartment? I'm ready to defend myself and cut through your defenses like a sharp knife. Calm down. I was standing right in front of you this morning. But you just passed by me like a ghost. Stuck in an inner monologue about your sleep rhythm. That's funny. Do you know how I felt? Do you know how much it hurts? It's like I've never existed in your life before. Her voice sounded so casual, as if she hasn't done anything wrong. Wait a minute. You forgot to lock your front door before you left. Right, I forget that quite a bit. Most of the times I don't notice it until I'm back home. But then I pray that nobody broke in. But of course, she's the first one to take advantage of that. For your understanding, I always make sure to close the door to my room. But I never locked the front door so that everyone could just enter. When I realized how thoughtless I was, I panicked a little bit. This is my little sister Kobayashi Sylvie. She's 2 years younger than me and still lives with our parents. She is really into gaming and was always looking to fight with the boys of her grade. But her behavior got better over the years. She never liked things that other girls her age liked. Even when she fought a lot with other boys, she was friends with a lot of them. She's my sister, but I was really happy when I was able to leave my parents' house to move here and switch to the school here. She can be pretty annoying, especially when she's around you a lot. You could say that she's a classical numbskull. As your caring little sister, I protected your apartment. I couldn't just watch, it was too dangerous. Someone could have just entered at any point, so I entered instead. What scares me the most is the fact that her smile seems so innocent, like she really just wanted to help me out. You could have just closed the door and left. But since you're already here, tell me why. Well, that's the thing. That's a bit embarrassing. I have a feeling that she's in trouble. I bet... What is that number? Why 8136? Is that a code? Do I have to note that? Wait, let me write that down. 8136. There you go. Ha. No. I actually wrote it down. I bet 8,136 yen that our parents kicked her out. That's such a weird number. I left our parents' house without telling anyone. Did they kick you out or what happened? While I wait for her answer, I feel how my stomach tightens. No, I left. Damn it. I just never said anything. I'm telling you that's how it is. But there's a small problem. She seems absent, trying to find the right words without worsening the situation. Sylvie, you always bring problems with you, and that is a problem. My voice sounds tired. It feels like I've said the sentence 1,000 times. Well, you're right. I don't have my own apartment or any money. Her voice gets quieter and shy, as if she was just realizing how serious the situation is. Of course not. You are way too impulsive and don't ask for help. If you would use your brain, you'd notice that it might help talking even to your own parents sometimes. I know. She lowers her gaze, and for just a moment she looks like a little girl, like the little girl she was. You just don't know. And afterwards you say, "Oh, that was so stupid of me." But then the next chaos starts to build up, and that proves that you are unable to learn. I'm also unable to learn. I'm always quick to ruining things. I'm gonna ask one more time. Why did you come here? Sylvie takes a deep breath and starts to speak with a shaky voice. I am here and wanted to ask if you could take me in. choosing her words carefully, making sure she isn't misunderstood. I know all too well that I don't make the right decisions most of the time. But still, I will overcome all hurdles to get to my goals.
ふざけてるのか?
What goals? Sitting on your lazy ass? I might be sarcastic, but my skepticism subsides. Just trust me, I won't continue like this forever. The opportunity will arise at some point. I just have to recognize and seize it. My goal is to get my own apartment and to put up my feet and relax in it.
面倒なことしやがって。
That sounds awful. You can stay for a bit, but when you are not trying to find a job and an apartment, it's over. You are the best. Thank you. Her smile seems honest and relieved. Just like a burden just fell off her shoulders.
そうかそうか。
Then that's settled. You will sleep on the couch in the living room. We had this before, but if you are too loud, I kick you out. Yes, I know. I'm not as loud as back then. I improved.
そうか。
Better and healthier for you. Sometimes you're nothing but a creep that scares me. I find it weird that you listen to me in single-player mode.
Ah?
What are you talking about? It was never about that. I was talking about how you scream when you play dark fantasy or 2D platformer games. We didn't care what you do when you take time for yourself. It was never about... Oh. Please kill me. Sylvie is absolutely embarrassed, which she clearly shows. She always thought it was about her sexual needs when she got into trouble because of her volume. Oh god! That is nothing siblings talk about. Or should talk about. It was all about video games. You're the one who scares me because you're nothing but a creep. You probably won't even notice me, brother. I've become pretty quiet. I also don't have my consoles with me. That's no problem at all. That makes me happy. Can you please leave my room now? The door is not locked.
Arigato!
That's fine. Thank you anyway. Get out now. Only after she has closed the door behind her can I take off my school clothes. The day left me pretty drained. Just as I was about to freshen up in the bathroom, I heard humming noise from my room. It seems to be my cell phone, because someone is calling me. Huh? Huh? I wonder who is calling now. I quickly rushed to my room to get my cell phone out of my pocket. Oh, that's right. Miyu is calling me? Doesn't she normally sleep at this time of day? Hello, Kuro! Hey, aren't you sleeping? No, I'm actually not tired at all today. You? What's going on? Would you like to go to the cafe with me today? A new store opened in town today. We could go there. In principle, I wouldn't mind. If you like, we can meet up. That's great. I'm very happy. We meet at 4 PM at the shopping center. Yes, that's fine. I'll be there. Let's roll. It really wouldn't be good if you were late. I hope you are on time. And I hope you don't fall asleep on the way. You really are a funny guy. A matter of opinion. See you later, Miyu. Yes, I'll see you later. It's new to me that she wants to do something with me at a reasonable time. I should start getting ready. The problem will be that Sylvie will be here all alone again. I will, however, impress upon her that she should leave my apartment intact. Why is that number now here? Did I press something? And again, it says 1550 Uhr.
Oi.
And not p.m. 3:50 p.m. Did I press something to make the show up? Was it there before? I don't think so. Maybe because I'm making some breaks and I start and stop recording with F1 and F2. Maybe that was doing something. I'm away for a while. Don't mess around here. You're welcome to go to my console and play whatever you want. If you overwrite any of my saves, I will kill you. I'm not doing anything. Everything's fine. I'm fully aware of my role as a guest here. Don't worry about me and do what you
よ
want.
くやった
I really hope so. We'll see you later, sis. Have fun with Miyu, brother. How do you know about Miyu?
そうなんだ。
I heard you on the phone. That's how it is.
へえ
Oh, I see. See you later. I'll definitely be back
ま
tonight.
たね。
Yo. I really hope she doesn't do anything stupid. If you only knew how she left our parents' house when we were away for a short time. It looked like a battlefield because she had organized a gaming party there. On the way to the shopping center, I have just reached the park when I see someone walking through the park from another direction. It's Miyu. It's also good that we are meeting here. It's kind of exciting not to see Miyu in her school uniform. When I see her in her casual clothes, a feeling of curiosity and anticipation flows through me. It's as if I'm discovering a new facet of her personality that has remained hidden from me until now.
よ
Hi, Miyu. We must be here at the same time. Then we can go on together, can't we? Oh yes, I'd love to. That's a nice coincidence. She's wearing a light pink Carmen style top adorned with a large black bow. She's also wearing a black pleated skirt. She has a choker around her neck. There's a small pendant on it.
あの
Since we are here right now, I know you've lived here before, but at an age when you no longer remember it. The words awaken a wave of memories in me that I never really had. Suddenly, I'm overcome with nostalgia. How much do you know about the city?
お
Good question. There's supposed to be a very old tree here that has never lost its cherry blossoms. As I talk about the city that seems so familiar and yet so foreign to me, I try to hide my uncertainty.
そうね。
That's right, this is the tree of eternity with its blossoms of eternity. Since this tree has been standing here, not a single blossom has faded or fallen from the tree, even in the depths of winter. Have you ever tried to tear off a flower? There have already been attempts in this direction, but it was as if the flowers were made of titanium or something similar.
お
The tree is probably extremely resistant. This tree, which is considered a wonder of nature, is a very special specimen. But rumors are circulating within the city.
あ
What rumors exactly? Your words make me curious. The tree itself is incredible, but are there any rumors? Did aliens crawl out of a swamp and plant this tree? Joking aside, I've only ever seen something similar in an anime. I can't help but smile as I think about the absurd stories I've seen in anime and wonder if there are more stories like this.
うん。
So there are rumors in this town in general about the past of this place, but aliens? Rumor has it that a tree was planted on the spot where a young woman was once murdered. Oh. This kind of story. Like Lovecraft's brother's story. Well, probably not like that. That was a little different, but that's a very cool story. I like the Lovecraft stories. And in this story, the brother of a guy dies and a tree is growing out of his grave. A murder? I think, I don't quite remember the Lovecraft story, it's been a while since I read it, but I think the one brother killed his other brother and buried him in the backyard, and then the tree grew out of the grave. And I think the tree kind of looked like the brother as well, but I'm not quite sure. A murder? A young woman was killed right there and left behind?
もう
That's right. Rumor has it that the young woman was the seedling that enabled this tree to grow. But people are not saplings. How is a tree supposed to grow?
と
Well, there's another rumor about this tree.
へ
Is there any more? His expression gets colder and colder, which makes it look like there really is something to these rumors. It is something to do with the city's past, as it is a place with a long and rich history. At a time when this city was still a village. A feeling of tension spreads through me as I sense that we are approaching a darker chapter in history. Mio takes a deep breath before continuing. About a witch, probably, because there were already words about a witch. I wonder what will be there in the story. A witch, a demon, something like that. Like, we had some information in the intro and some hints throughout so far, but I will probably not find out since this is just a demo. But I will definitely get the full game. I like the story. It's nice, and I like the animations, the backgrounds, the style, the characters, everything is fine. There are said to have been two great families at the time, the Sakuranos and the Kobayashis. Oh. Wait. Kobayashi was my last name. That's the last name of me and my sister. And Sakurano was the last name of the other girl that we met in school. Right? I think so. Because I was thinking Sakura means cherry blossom, so that's fitting for the environment with the background and everything. But Kobayashi was, I think, my last name. Or it's her last name. I already forgot, dang it! I think it was my last name.
やめろ
Are you trying to tell me... Okay, yeah, it's my... Are you trying to tell me that my family has something to do with this? I'm speechless. Never in my life could I have imagined that my ancestors were involved in any village rumors.
これを使います
Yes, these Kobayashis were your ancestors. A major dispute arose between the Sakuranos and the Kobayashis. I always keep yawning when I'm reading too much out loud. There are disputes about who should take control of the division of the village and its inhabitants. These disputes led to a conflict in which not only the great families but also the villagers were involved. Some wanted to stay with the Kobayashis, others with the Sakuranos. There was bloody fighting in the streets. That all sounds far too extreme. The village could have wiped itself out at this point. If this really happened, what does it have to do with the young woman from the tree?
そんな
Allegedly, these clashes have not only cost the lives of adults, but also those of a young woman and her parents. But I don't know any more than that. I forgot the name, but in the intro, Mio was screaming a name of someone. Maybe that was the name of the young woman killed, and that is probably been. That's I'm analyzing now. I'm gaming theorizing now. So there was this something with an S, I think, like Sephi, something like this. And I think that was the young woman that was killed, since Miu in the intro was reaching to the tree. And this young woman is probably also like a witch. Maybe, something like this. And she's connected to Miu. Maybe she is possessing her from time to time, or giving her power, or contacting her in some way. And I think that's how it's kind of playing out. That's my thought so far. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm speechless because I didn't expect it and simply can't believe it. I have never heard of this kind of civil war here. No one has ever told me about the murder and the tree either. Why does the city actually harbor such creepy secrets? Hello everyone and welcome back to Blossoms of Eternity demo. I think this is where we left off. I made a break, that was a mistake. I didn't have time to record for a few days. Why does the city actually harbor such creepy secrets? Now I can't sleep for 3 days. As I try to understand the connection between past and present, my thoughts swirl in my head.
No.
Okay, yeah, so we were at home, our sister broke in, and now we are meeting Miyu at the park. And she's telling us about the story of the village. Now I remember where we left off. Okay. Yeah, so this is fun. I'm gonna continue that. Since I made a break, I'm gonna separate it into 2 episodes or 3. It's hard to think how long a visual novel actually is. It's hard to, yeah, you know, whatever. Wow, Miyu, look. I pointed my finger in the direction of the Tree of Eternity. An elegantly dressed woman was standing there. She looked like a princess, or rather a witch. That's a cool design. Character. And I like the background of the huge tree. That's awesome. I don't know why, but when I look at them, the word witch burns itself into my head. It burns so badly that it almost hurts.
Nani?
Huh? What's wrong? Now Miyu also turns around to see the woman. Miyu's look, however, was one of sheer astonishment. Is there supposed to be someone there? I don't see anyone. How can you not see anyone? There's a woman in a beautiful dress. Are you kidding me? No one is standing there. Huh? Can you really not see them? Something is constricting my chest. Am I hallucinating? I think we should go. I shouldn't have caught you off guard with these stories. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's alright. Maybe I just imagined it. We finally went on to the shopping center, but the strange feeling of having really seen someone there still lingers in the back of my mind. I hope I can take my mind off it in the cafe. I turned around one last time to catch a glimpse of this woman, and there... Interesting, cool animation. Probably not a good sign for my sanity, though. The woman dissolved into individual particles that scattered in the wind. We finally reached the shopping center together. The day was exhausting enough. Now I finally want to relax a little. Just look, Kuro. Over there is the new cafe that recently opened. Let's go there right away. That's the most sensible thing I've heard today. I'm having a bad feeling. This is not gonna be so calm. We're gonna get interrupted, are we? The other girl from school, I bet she's working in the cafe. This is just a feeling. This is such a cliche thing to happen now, and I'm pretty sure... let's see. I hope I'm right. It would be funny. The cafe looks really new and modern, and the menu is also very extensive. We sit down at the empty seat opposite and choose what we want to order. Choose anything you want. I'll pay for you.
Oh.
Oh, that's very kind of you. But you don't have to do that for me. Absolutely. I want to do something good for you, so stop worrying today and choose something.
ありがとうよ。
Thank you, Miyu. We are both looking closely at the menu when a waiter suddenly approaches us. Have you already decided what you would like to order? Before I could even answer, Miyu told him her order. Okay, she's probably not here, the other girl. I completely forgot her name again. It's been so long since I played the beginning of this demo. I should have done this in one go. Well. I take the warm chocolate cookie with the homemade hot chocolate. As you wish. While the waiter writes down her order, I mentally prepare to place mine. What would you like to order? At first I looked at him, then my gaze slowly wanders to the menu. I would like to have... Oh, I can choose myself. Potato croquettes with mayonnaise. That's a weird thing to order in a cafe. Chocolate smoothie sounds weird to me. I don't know why. But iced coffee is nice. I like iced coffee.
Oh.
That's all there is to it. Thank you. The waiter notes down my order without making any comments. Great. Thank you for your order. We will prepare everything for you. The waiter bows slightly and goes to the next table.
聞けよ。
Miyu, I want you to answer me honestly. What's actually going on with you two? Who's supposed to have something going on? What exactly do you mean by that?
どういうことだ。
I'm talking about you and Aihara. Aihara, that was the other girl. Yes. I see. Yes, well, I guess we have our differences.
なんだって。
My opinion, you're acting as if your problem is so extreme that you have to fight every time you see each other. I don't know what to make of it. Basically, I have nothing personal against her. Aihara is always looking for a fight. Yes, that's right. Aihara started right away in the hallway today.
No.
I spoke to Aihara during the big break. She told me you treated her like air. That was when you first came to the school. But why? You didn't even know each other at the time.
もう
Well, that's true, but I didn't want to ignore her. I was just given the tip to stay away from her. Gave you this tip. Do you just swallow it without questioning it?
そうね
I can't tell you that. You shouldn't know the person anyway. I certainly trust this person.
待てよ。
Like, I should know them anyway? Why do you trust someone who advises you to just ignore this person? Here's your order. The waiter returns with our orders and serves us our food and drinks. Vielen Dank. Thank you. Is that on purpose? Wait, let me turn on my fan. It's pretty hot in here. Is that on purpose that I'm speaking German now? Or is this a translation issue? That the creator forgot to translate that yet. The waiter bows silently and then goes to the next table.
やだ
That's all I can tell you. I couldn't help myself. You just have to believe me. It's so funny. I just thinking I was so thankful for the meal that I switched language. That's great. If I tell you, you probably won't believe me.
よ。
Why do you think I couldn't understand it? If you talk to me about it, we could find a solution together and finally put an end to the eternal arguing. I mean, you don't have to love each other or sleep together. Just stay calm and avoid each other. Do you understand what I mean?
はい
Yes, I see it the same way.
あ
Ayara also told me that you only started talking to her after I moved here. Why?
いや
That's because the person I trust has allowed me to talk to them.
おかしいな。
Are you listening to someone's orders? Did he allow you to meet with me?
もう
No, that was my own will.
そういや、
At least there was a little initiative on your part. At least there was a little proactiveness on your part. Wait, was this double? With different words? The sentence repeated, but with one word changed. Okay. She started to hate you because you kept giving her the cold shoulder. I couldn't help it. Please believe me. If I had wanted to, she would have been my best friend. Mio bursts into tears. She seems to be telling the truth. That tells me that someone is acting in the background and telling her what to do. But what's the point? I take a very unsteady sip of the coffee I ordered. Then I raise my eyes and look at Mio.
すまない。
I don't know your motives, and I probably won't find out either. But it can't go on like this. You know that? I see it as nothing more than a big kindergarten. We both finished at about the same time, and Mio paid the bill to the waiter. However, there's one last thing that is burning on the tip of my tongue.
頼む。
Mio, before we go, I have one last question.
何？
What kind, Kuro?
むずがよいな。
How can I say that? Aihara also said that the witch's scent would stick to you. I don't know what that means. The scent of the witch? I just think she meant this. Wait. What's happening now? Where am I? Oh, yes, right. I'm in this new cafe with Mio. But somehow this place is so incredibly cold. I'm very cold, but I don't know why. This is even more intense than what I experienced this afternoon. Mio? Where are you? I'm standing right in front of you, child of man. But not just a moment ago. Am I stupid? I feel dizzy. And at the same time, I have the strong feeling that I don't fit in here. What do I smell here? This scent is not comparable to the scents you find in perfumes or deodorants. It is not bad, but quite acceptable.
最高！
Remember this scent well, child of man, so that you will not forget me. What? Has Mio's voice changed? She also speaks in such an incredibly elevated way, as if someone else had taken over her body.
嬉しいわ。
I actually find you very interesting, and she thinks so too. You may not have understood the rules of this game yet, but it won't be long before we can grant you entry.
なんだって。
What are you talking about? Entry to where?
ちょっと、もう。
The time you were just in was just one of many, all of which have taken different courses. Wait a minute. This is all going a little too fast for me. Grant entry? Other worlds? Rules of the game? What does all this mean? You're not Miyu, are you? Or are you playing a prank on me? You're right. I'm not Miyu. I am a powerful witch and this city is my territory. If time had been different, you would have ordered either a chocolate smoothie or potato croquettes with mayonnaise, wouldn't you?
よ。
I really thought about that, but I never told you. How do you know that? I know every decision you could make and every crossroad that opens up for you. I am aware of all the times you have chosen differently. Okay, this is going in very interesting way, very interesting. I get kind of vibes of like Umineko, which I really like. That's interesting. So there is like the spirit or the soul of a witch that possesses Miyu, tells her things to do and sometimes take over her body, probably, as it seems. Is this witch also the woman that we saw before the tree, or was this a different person this time? Maybe an opponent to the witch or something. You asked me a lot of questions today. May I ask you one too, child of man?
Oh.
Yes, of course you can. Why did you forget to eat Mio's bento? Don't you think Mio is important enough?
違う。
No, it wasn't like that. They were super exhausting. I just didn't have the energy for it and forgot about it.
何なの？
It's pretty foolish to lie to a powerful witch. I know what would have happened if you had decided to eat the bento. But I do like you, child of men. She has prepared it for you with so much love and passion. But you didn't care about that at all. I am so sorry. I forgot it was never my intention.
どいてもらおうかしら。
I've heard enough, man. Your punishment will be so severe that you will remind yourself of what you have done in the next time. Look closely, because that's the only way you can understand it.
嬉しいわ。
Ayara has materialized out of nowhere and is now in the same place as us.
あら？
Kuro? How? Miu? What are you doing here? I ask myself what I'm actually doing here. How did I get here?
ごきげんよ。
Look closely, Kobayashi Kuro. Consider this a punishment for your foolish actions.
何？
What's going on here? That hurts! Suddenly Ayara feels a force from nowhere grab her upper and lower body and slowly pull them in opposite directions. Oh no! Oh! Oh no! What is that? Ow! Ow!
クソが！
Ayara, no! Stop that, you witch! Ayara screams for her life, but the witch shows no compassion and makes no face. Ayara's blood splatters all over the room and lands directly on my face. She was wrung out before my eyes in the most painful and cruel way, like a cleaning rag. All the blood in her body was squeezed out and spread in all directions in the room. The sight was reminiscent of one of those unpleasant splatter horror films, except that this was the ice-cold and brutal reality. I can't really process what I've just looked at, but my body reacts immediately. I vomit on the spot. Ayara lies on the floor with her body covered in blood. Her lower body, up to her hips, look as if it has been turned violently, coldly and without compassion to the left. The upper body has been turned bloodthirstingly in the other direction. It looks like a thread of a large blade head screw made from human flesh. You can hardly say that you recognize her as a human being. The only good thing about what had just happened was that Ayara's pain is probably only short-lived. For her, it must have been like an extremely intense, unbearable but brief pain until she was released and found peace. Tell me that's not true. 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 No, that didn't happen. I'm dreaming right now. It wasn't run out in front of me like a cleaning rag. Ayara, please, that didn't happen. I fight back my tears, but I can't help it. She'll never come back. Ayara is dead.
もっと綺麗になっちゃう。
Did you not enjoy watching it? You never really attached any importance to it either. You shouldn't really care about her, should you? You're a monster. And that's the last thing I'll give you credit for. I will never forgive you for this. You hear me? That was clearly going too far. That was clearly too much. This even crosses borders that do not yet exist. This is pretty dark. Neo is dissolved into fine particles and disappeared. Now the world around me is also beginning to dissolve. Ooh, I like that background. So much good art in this. This world will now end and a new era will begin. Child of man, your time here has also come to an end. Fear not, for when a new time dawns, you too will awaken again. The witch and the world around me have disappeared into nothingness. Will that happen to me now? I can no longer organize my thoughts properly. I also can't tell whether I'm really floating in the void or whether I'm just dreaming. The witch. The witch. I feel so strange. I can feel my thoughts drifting more and more in all directions. I still have to eat the bento. I hope that Aihara and Mio will eventually get along. No, I have to concentrate. Who was that girl in my apartment again? Mio's outfit looked really good on her. Do not drift off. You. I'm so cold. Okay, I will fuse this with the previous video because this is just 17, 18, 20 minutes or something. I will combine these. Miu Senpai is actually a VTuber streamer, like in the beginning of the game mentioned. I looked her up on Twitch after I played the first part of the demo. I really like this. This is so interesting, especially what I like is that it gives me so much vibes of like Umineko and Higurashi. I guess I'm gonna be in a time loop and relive this exact time until I find a way to defeat the witch somehow. Or it all ends horribly. Which is really cool. I love games and stories with English translation. Yeah, English translation missed some lines. But it was fun. What did I wanted to say? Yeah, I love stories with like repeating times and stuff like that. Like a few months already ago, I think, I played a demo of Am I Nima, which has a similar idea to this. That's really cool. I like that. I rarely play visual novels, but I want to play more. I have a few visual novels in my Steam library. So it was fine. I like this. Special thanks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the full version of this game. Why do I have the number written up there? Is that just a thing that's in the game, or did I press something to make that show? Because I pressed F1 and F2 to start and stop my recording. Made with Renpai something 90? I don't know. I made visual novels myself, but only private ones for friends. And I use Tyranno Builder because that's a very simple, easy to use thing for beginners. Aw, cute icon. I like this. I especially like all the art in this game. Like the background and all. Oh, there we have the thumbnail for this video. Thank you for that. Yeah, that is great. That's actually great. I enjoyed this a lot, except for the few translation issues on the English one, like the time issues at some point where it said 15 Uhr instead of 3 PM. And that I switched language because I was so thankful for the food that the waiter brought me that I just said vielen Dank. Okay. That would also be a good thumbnail, but no, I'm gonna go with it pretty soon. Thank you for playing the demo. Yes. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh yeah, and this one. I don't know what this is about, but that always appears in when you start the game. Then you have to play press ignore to get into the game. I'm gonna press it now. That was the demo of Blossoms of Eternity. Blossom of Eternity? Singular, plural? I forgot. Yeah, that was really interesting. I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm looking forward to the full release of the game. And that's it from my part. Thank you so much for watching this video. The link to the game will be in the video description, so put it on your wish list. Play the demo yourself. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my content, and leave some comments for the algorithm. And thank you so much for watching, and until next time, to another video. Goodbye.